So last 4 5 days I have been undergoing this COVID. Then some characteristics of COVID happened to me, and so I'm recovering from that. And while it was going on, there was a lot of things happening in the political scenario, and many of my friends actually had commented on many of the system failure that has been happening in in our healthcare scenario. Now, complaining and commenting and becoming irritated about the systems and processes that is happening, that is very common and very easy to do. But what one can do about overcoming all those shortcomings that is there in our systems and processes? Do we have anything individually to offer as a solution to all these problems that is happening? So the first thing is, like say, it is very easy to blame, right? So let us accept that it is very easy to blame, and it is very difficult to find a solution. So finding a solution at the individual level, that is what let us start thinking over that, whether we can offer any solution to the problems that is happening. So I'll take example of one story that was happening. So about 3 days back, somebody asked me whether I can offer any help, and the person was 100 kilometers away from Delhi, where I live, and I didn't have any means to help her, whose husband has been sinking because of oxygen reduction happening. So the availability of beds and oxygen beds, it has been becoming very very difficult, and I actually approached a few of the gurudwaras where the this friend of mine uh, lives, and try to find out whether those people can help, and I I could get no help, and it would have been very easy for me to say that from a distance I'd not be in a way to help her out, but that was very easy. But I tried. I In what way could I have contributed? Like say, I kept on talking to her for every half an hour, and tried to give her some solution whichever is possible. I tried even to ask her to hire a car and transport her husband to Delhi, so that here at some gurudwaras oxygen was available, and since the oxygen level was not so very critical, so I thought she would be like her husband sorry would be given oxygen at some gurudwaras, but she couldn't hire a vehicle because there was lockdown going on at that time at Delhi, and so she was kind of hopeless, and so was I. But what I could do was I could pray for two things. She had a very small child also of 8 years, whom she had to leave with the neighbor to attend to her husband in the hospital if she wanted to help her. So it suddenly occurred to me that I could guide her to go to the hospital and ask the doctor whether they can, if it is not for a bed, it didn't matter, but I asked her to request the doctor to administer the oxygen in the car itself, the vehicle that she had taken her husband with. So that would have been better. So with less expectation, actually I asked her to approach the doctor, and the doctor, luckily, it was as if for as if like a miracle that the doctor, after some time, he actually arranged for a bed, a oxygen bed, where the patient was admitted, and the patient has been stable since then. And now the second problem was with the child, because the father supposedly contracted COVID. So the neighbors were unwilling to keep the boy. So what I did was, again I prayed that, and I thanked in my heart that this family has been kind enough to keep the child for last 2 3 days, and obviously now everybody has to be on one's own, and this lady would have to manage with the child. So I thank the family in my heart, and maybe that vibration actually travels across borders, across time, and across territories. And this lady approached that family again, asking, requesting them to keep the boy at night, just to make him sleep. But what the other very luckily, the other family actually asked her to leave the boy with them, and not to um, call him back when she is home. So that way, that the boy will be saved from contracting any COVID this lady might be contracting from the hospital, going to the hospital and back. So in this sorry, in this way, both the problems have been resolved without me doing anything physically. Actually, it was my mental, moral support only to that family. So when crisis like this, actually, we should not give up on things that we won't be able to do anything. So it is useless to even think of this. No, actually we can extend our moral support to the other people. Actually, at the time of crisis, it is not the help, but the support that is available, that actually sustains the other person from succumbing to, say, depression, or say ultimately to death, which is happening, I think so. So actually we should not give up on our hope, and we should keep on praying, at least in our heart, and we still wish people good health, and whoever we know, and whoever we think of around our place, we should keep praying for them. It kind of sounds very unscientific thing, but that is what had worked for me. Actually, I wanted to support somebody in the time of crisis. At least for one person I could have done something, and that is my prayers were answered. So that is what I want to extend to you, saying that it is the hope, and it is our thought process that this is the way we can help out the other person, and in the process help out ourselves, which matters the most, more than the medicine, the material, and the provisioning. So this is what I want to convey to everybody, and hope this helps, and this is the way everybody would start thinking, and that will bring a lot of positive vibrations to our atmosphere. Maybe it appears very very unscientific, but it doesn't matter. It actually brings on good things, good vibes, good feelings to ourselves and to other people as well. So hope this helps. Thank you.